Generally.
No.
Oh, general?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I
You
mean,
just have to tell Beast, right?
yeah, bro. I mean,
You saw Ten Tails.
okay, but we're talking about the strongest of Naruto versus the strongest of One Piece. The majority of the Naruto world isn't like think of Kakashi level with just a Sharingan, not two Sharingan. Like that's like the height of how good most of the Jonin can get. Like most Jonin aren't that strong.
Not even.
Are they scrapping One Piece characters? For real? Possibly. Like possibly. And like think of like the strongest average One Piece character just has a devil fruit.
Smile fruit.
Right, a smile fruit, yeah. Like a gifter from Kaido's crew. I mean that, but then we talk about Naruto blowing up a moon. Luffy's not blowing up a moon. Inaru and Kaido aren't blowing up a moon. Big Mom's not blowing up a moon.
Yeah. You do got.
They're destroying islands. They're sinking islands. But they're not blowing up moons.
We're bringing down meteors, but we're not blowing them.
Right.
Madara bringing down meteors too, so.
Yeah.
I think Naruto has more world destruction
Yeah.
than One Piece.
Yeah, One Piece has more of an ability when it comes to legitimate combat. Like fighting actual people. But Naruto definitely takes the cake when it comes to destructive capabilities. Like blowing up mountains with ease. Like literally Naruto and Sasuke clashing with just Rasengan and Chidori literally destroyed a waterfall. Like broke it apart. Or the rocks surrounding the waterfall. Literally broke it apart. We're not even gonna talk about when they were going Tail Beast mode, Susanoo mode, fighting in the sky. And how much like the destruction the destruction was in the sky, but there was so much energy flying everywhere that it ended up changing the entire landscape. So like hockey definitely can spark out and smack people, knock them out, hurt them, but changing the landscape, that's mainly a devil fruit feat. But not everyone has a devil fruit.
Unless you're Mihawk. Slicing.
Destroying whole ships in the first 20 episodes. You were like, what? You just sliced the whole ship in half. Even Zoro can't do that. He's broken. He's broken. What the heck? But yeah, I think the average One Piece character is probably beating the average Naruto character, but the strongest of the Naruto characters are beating the strongest of the One Piece characters. That's what I think. They can't even decide.
Yes.
Begrudgingly.
Oh, you guys know it.
You might as well come. I'm gonna give you a convincing argument why. Because you guys,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
you can play devil's advocate with this, but I'm not changing my mind.
Or can I just say that from the Naruto when he was a child was hated, and when you have all that negativity growing up in your childhood, how could you not want to become so pessimistic of the world? Which in fact we have Gaara, right? But then instead of being so pessimistic, he's instead more encouraged, more inspired to become this powerful being or a leader even. But being that said, growing up with Naruto, I really did develop a lot of characteristics and inspiration, and he really did help me grow into the person that I am today. Because he told me, don't give up. That's my way of the ninja. So that's why I just love Naruto.
I like that.
Had a lot to do with fight scenes. Yeah, definitely. Had a lot to do with
That wasn't the
what did
question.
she answer?
But cool.
That's great. You grew up with Naruto. You developed a lot of characteristics, but we're talking about
One Piece characters being stronger than Naruto characters, or Naruto characters being stronger than One Piece characters. That's cool. It was not the question.
I like the fact that you took it to like emotional strength
Yeah,
and
I was
like
thinking
mental strength, because I definitely was thinking about like pure destruction.
I was thinking about fighting.
If we're talking about that, then One Piece definitely has the stronger characters when it comes to resiliency. because
They do have crazy tank ability.
half the stuff they go through in there, like
When did you realize you became a One Piece fan?
the moment I became a One Piece fan was Alabasta. When Luffy, up until that point,
Get out of here, man. There's no way. Guys. There's no way. You tell me everything before that didn't make you, man? Everything before that didn't make you. Alabasta made you. The sand. Quacko boy. Come on, guys.
Everybody love Alabasta but this kid. Everybody love Alabasta but this man right here.
Oh, I can't believe you just said that, man. Alabasta made you, bro. That's... Maybe I do need to rewatch Alabasta, but I'm clearly missing something. You guys clearly are seeing something I am not in that arc. I'm not saying the arc was terrible, but I'm saying the arc is terrible compared to all the other arcs.
Oh my gosh.
The only good thing about that arc was Robin.
Oh my gosh. And the camera. Oh my gosh. Alright. This is gonna be fun to edit.
Luffy again was super carefree and just real calm until he actually ran into a problem with Crocodile, and when he finally was able to beat him through having to use his own blood and sweat on his body to finally land a hit on him, that was the definite moment.
Okay, wait. Okay, but the thing
So it wasn't even the beginning of Al. It was literally up until the very end. It took him till Luffy using Gum Gum Storm to beat him. That's different.
the bone I have to pick with that is that a lot of the female characters, why do they have to cry so much? And they're so helpless. Like Rebecca, like she was the most useless character to me. Like she just flung a sword and was screaming, and then she got knocked down in one hit. Oh my god! Why stop crying? I can't. I just can't with her.
Naruto only has like 6 or 7 female
But
characters.
they're all.
That's not the question though.
I don't know why she's bringing this up, but even if she is bringing this up, like the One Piece characters, like she talks about Rebecca, like
Rebecca's a scrapper. What
Like-
is she talking about?
like she didn't throw hands, bro, and like she cried. I feel like she cried mostly because she got her dad back. Like she
No, but that scene she's talking about is when Doflamingo literally had her strung up, about to kill Viola, her aunt.
exactly. That's
That's the reason she's crying. She literally couldn't do anything. Her body was being manipulated. Like her grandpa when he literally slaughtered half of the Dressrosa citizens.
exactly.
So that's why she was crying. But Rebecca is not just a straight up crybaby. She's not no Shirahoshi. Like, come on. What you talking about? Like, that's crazy. And also, that's not the question. Like, that's not the question.
If we compare One Piece female characters to Naruto female characters,
Yeah, well, One Piece definitely has better female characters for sure, but the Naruto female characters are definitely stronger than the One Piece female characters by quite a bit. Like the strongest female character in One Piece is Boa Hancock, and then after that it's Robin, and then after that, who?
Say, right?
Oh, I guess. Well, we got Ulti from Wano.
Oh yeah.
And Yamato.
Yamato.
Finally, this is in
Now we're getting
Wano,
into
and
it.
we got Big Mom's crew and
Big Mama herself.
Whole Cake.
Yeah,
And I guess we got some minks, but minks are the animals, so we're gonna say the
Carrot do be throwing hands.
Yeah, we're gonna say the strongest female character is a rabbit. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. So like, I mean, yeah, in the Naruto, I mean, the only actually good female characters are Tamari and Tsunade. Literally. I mean, Hinata's a good character, but she's not.
I don't feel like she did really a lot.
I mean, yeah, but her arc literally got wrapped up in part 1. And I guess she, put a little effort in the war, but her arc really got wrapped up in part 1. Her arc was basically just a part of Neji's arc. So, yeah, and I mean, we ain't gotta talk about the rest of the female characters and how useless they are. Like the Konoha 12, Hinata is the only like legitimately useful female character out of those 4. Tenten, who? My fault. I forgot who. What? Ino. Sakura? Tamari and Tsunade, they're basically the only cool female characters they got in Naruto. Which is sad, but it's reality.
It is what it is.
Right. But it's not the question.
All can fight. None of them cry like that. Except for Sakura. Except for Sakura. Except for Sakura.
Listen.
You know?
You know, they cry.
Over a man she doesn't even know. Kiba had to tell her to shut up and stop crying.
Listen. I'm low-key here for the Sakura slander, but like on the grand scheme of things, bro. On the grand scheme of things, bro, she can fight, bro. She can, bro. I mean, like, and everybody be like, oh, she's not as strong as Naruto and Sasuke, bro. Like, them dudes is god tier, bro. Like in the Naruto scheme of things, they are god tier. Sakura can what?
Bro, I really do wish that in part 1 they had Sakura be herself the way that they had her, and in part 2 they made her have a glow up. I really would love to say Sakura is one of the best female characters in Shippuden. I would love to say that because they literally had her be phenomenal support for Chio, and then after that they threw her away until the war, and then acted like she was just a goat. Sad, really. Sad. The camera went out again.
But for every other person in the universe, bro.
But
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
talking about Rock Lee.
when it comes to, and when you think about it, One Piece, like before we even get to Marineford, the most powerful people that we saw was Shanks, and we ain't even see how strong he was, and Grandpa, bro.
Shanks glared at the Sea King, and the Sea King ran away. 4th episode. 1st chapter. I feel like that's pretty strong. I ain't seen nobody else do that.
We also seen Mihawk.
We also seen Mihawk.
They brought Ace in early.
Yeah, in Alabasta. Or
That was
technically Drama Island. That's when he first appeared. We didn't know who he was, and he didn't fight until Alabasta.
Okay.
So they brought in some top tier players early on. It's just that they didn't do much because he didn't want them to overshine Luffy.
Right.
Like, when you think, huh?
Whitebeard?
I'm talking about before Marineford, bro. Like, the most powerful people was Shanks. We ain't even know was powerful, and Grandpa Garp. And all he was doing was just smacking fire out of Ace and Luffy. So, like, all those other people, especially now, like, and that's a lot of characters that are packed into those, like, episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the Naruto universe. We got some ninjas that'll really just smack fire out of them. Like, really. Like, let's really put them up there. Like, I mean, like, now you got the introduction of Big Mom and Kaido and all. You know, they got armies of people.
Wait till I get there, please.
Nah, bro. But, like, let's be honest, bro. Generally speaking, bro, with them long line of characters, One Piece is low-key set up to fail.
Oh, and also, character.
Wait, what?
He said it to
He said them long line of characters. Have you seen the roster for One Piece characters? That's the biggest roster I ever seen in my entire life. That's a whole Pokédex. What? Like, bro, if you set up a Pokemon per character in One Piece, I'm pretty sure we get all of them. At this point? What? Okay.
Development, there was more character development in Naruto rather than in the main characters in the One Piece crew. No, come on! Are you kidding me?
Why should you keep bringing this random stuff into the questions, guys?
That's random, but that's also incorrect. That's random, and that's also incorrect. What did she say, bro?
I just ignored that because, like, what? Like, what? Like, I'm sorry, look at every One Piece crew member. They all have so much backstory, character development into what they are now. Like, none of them were the same when they were back then. I'm not saying Naruto is the same, but Naruto still has that, like, he still has, like, even from the beginning to the end, it's about Sasuke and him becoming Hokage.
Literally. Alright, I'm going back to 2932 to make sure I heard her correctly before I tell her she's completely wrong.
Really put them up there. Like, I mean, like, now you got the introduction of Big Mom and Kaido and all. You know, they got armies of people.
Wait till I get there, please.
Nah, bro. But like, let's be honest, bro. Generally speaking, bro, with them long line of characters, One Piece is low key set up to fail.
Oh, and
bro.
also, character development. There was more character development in Naruto rather than in the main characters in the One Piece crew. No, come on! Are you kidding me?
What's she talking about, bro? For Naruto specifically, of course, he's the main character. But what are you talking about? That's just the invalid point. You got something to say about that? I ain't got nothing else to say. That's just incorrect.
I'm just thinking like, Shino's still the same, Kibo's still the same.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah, the only people that actually had character development in Naruto was basically Naruto Part 1, which was Naruto Sasuke, Shikamaru, and his character development didn't even finish until Shippuden. Choji, but then his character didn't finish until Shippuden. Hinata, Neji, and Lee,
Gaara too.
then Gaara. That's not even the entire One Piece crew. Straw Hat crew. That's 8 people. That's not even all 9 members of the Straw Hat crew. 10 members. My fault. I forgot about Jinbei. Like, what? What's she talking about? Moving on.
Are you kidding me? All the crew, they just stay consistently. But then in
We
Naruto,
gotta talk about some of that.
What?
What did you say?
What? Y'all can't see my face, but man, what?
Oh, what did you say?
Oh my gosh. Why is my hood on, bro? Cause she's bugging right now. Chilly it is right now. What? All the crew members stayed the same?
Like, what? You can't. There's no way you can say that. There's just no.
Literally for every single Straw Hat member, not even talking about the other side characters. For every single Straw Hat member, none of them are the exact same as when they were introduced. Literally none of them.
0.
Literally none of them. Not even Jinbei. Literally none of them. What are you talking about?
Like, literally none of them.
Character underdevelopment in Naruto too.
Yeah.
Who's Kiba in the Great War? Who's Kiba? Who's Ino in the Great War? Who's Shino in the Great War?
Okay, let's not do Ino too boat. She actually did come in clutch after
She
her
did,
pops
was
died, so let's not do her that boat.
She was
But who is
disappointed.
Kiba talking about he want to be Hokage? Even she had to tell him to shut up.
Man, that man just put up with his dog.
Right. What are you talking about, bro?
Whoa! Are you kidding me? Bro,
Nah,
Shino
I
was
agree
dead
with that.
fighting his
I
own
agree with that.
clan member, bro.
I gotta agree with
Shino did turn up on Torun. Let's not cap.
Dude.
But that's his basically only feat throughout the entire war. Not including the nonsense where all the Konoha 12 pulled up in Naruto's tails for that final seal of Obito. But that was just a fun moment. That was not a real character development for any of them.
I mean,
Bro,
they-
what are you talking
they
about?
Waste Rock Lee
Yo,
in the Great War.
Rock Lee and Neji
Violent.
were like,
Alright, nah, Ino, you can't talk about Ino, you can't talk about Shino, bro, in the Great War, because they was doing bits, bro. Ino was sacrificing the mess out of her nose like a...
That's fair.
Ino was doing stuff.
But Neji literally got killed off of nonsense.
We're not even gonna talk about that, man.
Alright, let's not talk.
We're gonna talk about how bold they did my man Neji, man.
Bro. It's fine that they killed him, but they didn't need to do him that bold.
Like a pops, bro, to get messages out, bro. Because
Okay.
when all them dudes died, who was left out of the Inoshika Control formation, bro? They was out here fighting Asuma on the beach, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, son. They was doing they started pleasure.
Throughout the whole show. They was way to the wayside. Honestly,
I
I got really
think
big
that,
characters, but
they underdeveloped the really dope characters.
all the side characters that we grew
Ah,
up
they
with,
did.
like Naruto,
Like the
Shino
first-
could have been OD, but
like a lot of the
Shino could have been OD, but we didn't get to see it. That's not One Piece's fault. That's Naruto show's fault. They gave him literally the only screen time they gave him in part 1 was when he bodied that one sound ninja. Okay, I take it back. when they were in the forest and they saw Gaara murk them Mist Ninja, and then he beat that Sound Ninja, and then he fought Kankuro. That's literally it. He wasn't on the Sasuke retrieval arc, unfortunately. He was in a bunch of filler, but we're not counting filler. If we was counting filler, yes, Tenten's a real character. Good job. Good job. But we're not talking about filler. And then Shippuden, he pulled up second arc, and him, Kiba, and Hinata were already on another mission, so they couldn't go along with Naruto and Sakura to be their part of their team to get Sasuke again. And then after that, Shino was a part of the squad to get Sasuke when he was about to go kill Itachi because they found out that he killed Orochimaru. Then after that, he was part of the fight against the... Was he even a part of the village fight against Pain? He was with his pops, wasn't he, for a bit?
Yeah.
But I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember him doing anything. Not anything significant. And then after that, he wasn't in the show until they had to discuss Sasuke getting killed, and then he basically said nothing there, and then he fought Torun. And then he was in the war, bodying, because Shino, let's keep it a buck, Shino is cold, but that does not mean he got enough screen time. That does not mean he became a character that had development. I mean, I guess he did, technically. He just wanted to become like his pops, but then he realized he wanted to be a teacher. But
I mean, every character had development. It's just not like...
It's not significant.
Yeah.
Not significant for the story.
I feel like Naruto just did not use all their characters to their full capacity.
Right, because they kept bringing in other characters, and he didn't know how to manage them all well enough. And that's one thing that Kishimoto can't possibly have on Oda. Oda knows how to manage a lot of characters at one time.
A lot of characters.
Like, he knows how to do that. Kishimoto, if he had been able to manage, the story would have been better, I think. Or at least keeping the Konoha 12, all the kids in Naruto's year, like, in the picture for a considerable amount of time. Like, do you remember the, what's it called? The Hidan Kakuzu fight? Yeah. Where literally Ino and Choji did nothing the entire fight, but get dragged around by Kakuzu? Right. Absolutely nothing. Alright, let's finish it up.
Exactly. A lot of people could have been OD, but they
like
weren't.
in Shippuden, they really like neglected Neji, Rock Lee, like some of those
all the people they built up from
the beginning and the tuning exams. Like when you watch the tuning exams, you're like, yo, all these guys are.
You chopping up a bit.
Now can I have my disagree?
Oh, this man pull up.
He ready. He ready. He ready.
Listen, first let's talk. I heard you say she sacrificed her nose.
Yeah,
Huh?
she was bleeding a lot. She was bleeding a
her,
lot.
you know when do you do the
do you know what One Piece characters put on the line when they
Oh my
sacrifice
god.
them? He
Oh
said
my
sacrifice
God.
her nose. I had to disrespect that.
Well, they
That's
can't-
not-
they
Bro,
just can't swim.
I was
That's all
not
they can
talking like
do.
literally the nose. Like she was sacrificing her mind. That's why she was bleeding out her nose. Same thing happened to her pops when he tried to do the whole message before they died. Or the meteor,
there's
bro.
no one listening. I feel it.
Number
Okay.
3 had Zoro, Nami, and Vivi.
Oh,
On
Mr. 3 on the candle cake.
Clay cake. Zoro.
Yeah, it was like the clay.
Wax cake.
The wax.
Oh yeah, he is wax man.
Zoro almost cut the entirety
Of his legs off
That's
just
true,
to continue to keep fighting. He was willing to make
He was
that
halfway through.
sacrifice.
I remember that.
He would have never been able to walk again, let alone like even attempt to follow his dream of being the world's best swordsman. So
He would have blamed Luffy.
just some
That's
little
what he
nose
said.
bleeding as
That's
Wait, wait,
mind
wait, wait.
destruction, bro.
Okay, Naruto.
That's
Rock,
an aneurysm.
my guy sacrificed his ninja career just for the war.
Now you
Just to
talk.
win the war.
That's
Yeah.
what I was waiting for somebody to say.
I mean,
When
like-
he said the nose, I was like, oh.
Come on, that's not just like
And
her nose. That's
also-
like actually like her mind. Like she gonna
Yeah.
sacrifice that to get that message out.
Also,
Also-
that sacrifice almost sacrificed his life. That I had to give him that was commendable. You know
Also,
what I'm saying?
too, for
Spots
Naruto,
there,
young
too.
Naruto,
They didn't even talk about Zoro's sacrifice for Kuma against Kuma. They didn't even say nothing about that. They said 0 things about that.
They didn't talk about Luffy's sacrifice for Nami either.
Right.
Because Luffy could have died climbing that fucking mountain.
Nami and Sanji.
Yeah, they all could have died.
He had Nami on his back, Sanji in his mouth. No, pause. But pause. But like, yeah, bro. Like Luffy has had so many sacrifices for his crew. Zoro, all of them have sacrificed for their crew to a significant degree. I don't remember what the question was. What's the question, bro? Because we saw off topic, it don't make no sense.
What was the question?
Gotta go back. I don't even remember what the question was. So he disagreed immediately. Oh. What?
What? No way, the same question.
You guys.
Can I just
Hey, how do we get here?
Bro, that's the same question? Are One Piece characters stronger than Naruto characters? Is that the same question this whole time? We got so off topic, it's ridiculous?
That's crazy.
That was bro.
That's the same question.
Literally not answering any of the questions.
How do we get here?
Bro.
When they use the mental power to walk again, let alone him that was coming.
Also, too, for Naruto, young Naruto, to convince Tsunade that he can do Rasengan, what does he do? He takes a kunai to the knife and then just does Rasengan right there.
Okay. The reason
That's
I'm
true.
gonna give
That was
that's
cold.
cool because Naruto's a kid and he did all that. My guy Luffy comes up with stuff on the fly. He developed a whole gear, second gear and third gear within what, a day, a few hours, just to
be able to fight.
If we're gonna talk raw strength and creativity, no one's son in Straw Hat Luffy. I'm gonna just be real with you. Not from Naruto. When it comes to that, I don't think no one from Naruto is son in
No, I
Straw Hat
definitely
Luffy.
I mean, granted, but that's when you have to start talking about the way how.
Naruto using his clones really
Oh,
crazy.
word? Alright. I guess.
Yeah, after he developed Sage Mode, before that, he was just throwing them at people.
Yeah, that's kind of all you got.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, which is fine, but yeah, he had to, like, bro, that's why I'm like, bro, Kishimoto blew it when it came to Naruto coming back after his 2-year training. Like, he was really dicking around with Jiraiya for 2.5 years. Like, he got a bigger Rasengan, he had better shuriken skills, better transformation skills, and he learned how to get out of regular genjutsu. He couldn't get out of Itachi's genjutsu. What was the point of the training? And he didn't learn how to control the Nine Tails. He didn't learn Sage Mode until after Jiraiya had already died. Like, he was literally dicking around with Jiraiya for 2.5 years.
Yeah. I don't learn any other jutsu or anything.
Right. He didn't even learn his nature until Kakashi had to get down with him. He didn't know he had wind style. Like, Jiraiya was literally not training him at all for 2.5 years.
Books.
Right. Which is fine. He can write his books, but, bro, let Naruto get in some training while you're at it. Like, bro, he did nothing. Luffy, on the other hand, Rayleigh got him in 2 years. Luffy had a significant power boost. And we're still off topic because it's not even a question that they asked at the beginning. But if we're going to talk about actual usefulness when it comes to training, Luffy has Naruto beat. Like, if you get Luffy some time to actually train, Luffy's going to jump up in skill, like, significantly.
Like, we see him in Wano with Ryo.
Yeah, learning Ryo, exactly.
So.
Like, his boost is, he saw him train with Katakuri. Let's keep it a buck. That was pretty much a training arc when he was fighting Katakuri. That was not a real fight because Katakuri could have actually killed him already. Like, he
the series would have ended there. So.
Right, exactly. So let's keep that a buck too.
To Annie's lobby, I'm gonna pull up. Gets to Annie's lobby. I see how you move. I can see you. No Sharingan. I can see you, and I'm gonna do it just like you.
But
And
here's
I'm
the
gonna
thing.
you.
But here's
He
the thing.
did.
You got to think
To
about the way
multiple
how.
CP9 members at that. Let me throw that in there.
You got to think about the way in which powers go in, like the different way that power is manifested in Naruto versus One Piece. One Piece, they have devil fruits, and the devil fruits bestow powers. It's up to you what you want to do with that,
That's
right?
true.
Like in Naruto, you might be able to say the same thing about Naruto.
I've seen Naruto use
but
Rasengans to create whirlpools under the water. That's creative as it is itself.
But here's
So
the thing.
you do.
That was also filler, but we keep it a buck.
We're not talking about what you do. Just
Nah,
when Tarzan Shuriken have never been invented because that's his own twist to it.
Nah, so, but the thing is, the way how those powers is manifested, remember, you got chakra and you got to mold chakra into different shapes using your chakra points.
Right.
And then you also have your natures that are like given to you from birth. So with in the Naruto universe, you have to mold that chakra. You have to go in and line your points with the seals because you got to unblock the seals, and then you got to go and mold it into a different area. So it takes more time because, especially if you're creating a brand new technique, nobody has the way to just like unlock them points before you get there.
See how you said it takes more time? That's cool, but you're when we talk about One Piece, you gotta remember One Piece is a double-edged katana. You got devil fruits, but then you also got hockey. Hockey's something you gotta work on, just like chakra, bro.
I mean, yeah, but like the main, not everybody on hockey, bro.
Not everybody on chakra.
No, but
but
Like you saw like Luffy, like when he first got the gum, like he did not know how to use it. He was flipping everywhere. When he was practicing with Ace how to use gum pistol, it was bouncing off and it wasn't nothing really. So you still have to like refine your devil fruit to make.
I mean, well, with Luffy, it was because he was just a kid and he was trying to do all this extra stuff with actually no muscle in his body. Like he was putting all force into the force of his punch, but he had no traction for the recoil. Like every single time so that was just that he needed to gain actual muscle for that. But like I mean, because you seen Khalifa and Kaku, they just ate their devil fruits and then they pulled up and were scrapping with Zoro and Nami.
That's true. And you have people with the smile fruits too.
Yeah, and also Luffy was a kid, so he's also and Luffy is dumb in general. So kid Luffy, like bro, that's a different breed of stupid. But yeah, I mean, yeah, hockey got to work on it, but that's the choice that Kishimoto made when he made Naruto. You got to work on jutsu. You can't just pull chakra out your butt. You got to develop techniques, skills. You can't just walk on trees. You got to practice that. You can't just walk on water. You got to practice that. You can't just throw kunai. You got to practice that. With devil fruits, you eat it. Once you know what your ability is, I mean, Taylor, you got to practice to know what you're capable of, but once you know you're capable of, you don't have to train to increase the strength of it at all.
Yeah, because didn't they say, I think I remember this right, like the devil fruit will like tell you like what you can do or like what it is. Like,
yeah, once you eat it, you know what your powers are. Yeah. That's what they say. Like, cause you can have a random devil fruit and it's not like logged from like a history book. Then you don't know what it's gonna do until you eat it. Once you eat it, you know exactly what your power is gonna be.
Right.
And they also taste like so you gotta actually eat it and swallow it. If you chew it, spit it out, you get no power. Someone else will get it. But yeah, man. I mean, that's a story choice. Yeah, that's a story choice.
Bro, but he like the one main character out of everybody that be using taijutsu, except for Mike Guy and Mike Die.
They're there. Same thing. Not everybody got a devil fruit. I mean, Zoro been just cutting stuff. He ain't had no devil.
But he take time to go and come up with his techniques.
Yeah, that's what I said. Even with hockey.
Zoro, he does not take time to come up with techniques. He takes time to train his muscles.
Yeah, he trains
to cut.
a lot.
But he does not practice his Dragon Twister or his Shishi Son Son. He just knows like different kata and sword forms from practicing, and then he manifests them by calling out the names while he does the specific technique.
Yeah. Zoro focuses more on training his body rather than his skills.
Yeah, exactly. And Sanji doesn't even train.
He just cooks.
Right, he just cooks and then comes up with stuff on the fly as well.
Beyond.
Like, yeah, so.
He took a whole 2-year break to train and learn and mold that, just like he would have to do with Naruto. He took 3 years to go learn chakra and come back and still not gonna be that lit.
I'm Zoro is like a very big exception. Like there's very few. Like he's
What? Sanji took a 2-year time skip and trained and molded his feet to skywalk. What are we talking about? Usopp took his 2 years to train and get bulky, so he could pull back his slingshot and have it have more force and speed, and he developed his toolkit to be able to be prepared for pretty much any enemy that isn't actually busted, that he can actually fight. Chopper's different. Let's keep that what that is. Yeah. So that's a horrible argument in my opinion. Zoro's not the only exception.
He's literally your Rock Lee out of that group, bro. Like, and you might say Nami too, but like Nami, she be on her own type of different timing, bro.
Sabo pre devil fruit.
I mean, yeah, but
yeah, Sabo before, yeah, Sabo
like,
before
but
the
there
fruit.
was like the
Ace before the fruit.
in the
Let's talk about how Naruto side only has one dude arguing for him because they don't know enough. That's crazy.
grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of things, bro, like when it comes down to it, is like devil fruit users are like the preeminent use. Like we can say, oh, there's like a couple of outliers, but that's like saying, oh, Rock Lee's there, so why can't everybody in the Narutoverse be fighting like using taijutsu? You know what I'm saying?
Everyone in the Narutoverse can't be fighting like Rock Lee using taijutsu because they don't train like Rock Lee does to use taijutsu. It's that simple. If everyone was on the same training regimen as Rock Lee, then Rock Lee would be useless. Literally useless. But no one is trying to get like Rock Lee, so that's why Rock Lee is cold in taijutsu.
Those are outliers. When it comes down to the main source of power, everybody big in the One Piece world be using devil fruits. Like
Right. This is the thing, though. This is the thing, because One Piece has
Shanks. Shanks.
Garb.
Garb. Goldie Roger. Rayleigh.
Rayleigh. All right.
Scopper Gavin. Odin. What are you talking about? I mean, granted, most of the Marines have devil fruit. Kobe doesn't have a devil fruit. Captain Kobe. What are we talking about?
Sabo
Zoro
didn't have a devil fruit until he got Aces.
Yeah, Sabo would have
didn't
probably
even eat
never eaten a devil fruit if it had not been Ace's devil fruit in the past.
He would still be cold.
Right. Zoro. We got Sanji. We got Frankie.
Got
Brooke.
Usopp.
Oh no, Brooke has a devil fruit. Let me stop. We got Jinbei. That's a horrible argument. What is he talking about? There are plenty of characters that don't use devil fruits that are just as cold as devil fruit users. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, we don't have any giants that use devil fruits. I just thought about that. That's one race I've seen that has not eaten a devil fruit. We have, like 7 or 8 giants from names. They have not eaten any devil fruits. That would be interesting to see a giant have a devil fruit. Anyway, the point is that's a horrible point.
He has this as well, so bringing it up, it's not really too much of a point. But in Naruto, we're not gonna talk like you don't have to train in taijutsu in the first place, genjutsu in the first place, ninjutsu in the first place, ninja arts, and then throwing weapons and all that. One Piece, when you become a pirate, is either you know how to fight or you don't. You get what I'm saying? You either gonna
Facts.
That is true.
That's a good point. The whole ninja system is training to be stronger, go up in rank, and do harder missions for your village.
When they're young, like they start training to be ninjas if they choose to.
Right. In One Piece, you go out to get the One Piece, or you don't. And if you go out to get the One Piece, you either go as far as the New World, or you don't. If you go as far as the New World, you end up fighting under a Yonko, or you die. Except for this worst generation. The worst generation is literally just that cold. So
An exception.
they're the only exception, literally. That's why they're the worst generation.
You get what I'm saying? You either gonna adapt or you're not. Naruto, y'all got a school for this stuff. There's no school for being a pirate. It's either you met someone like Shanks or you didn't. You get what I'm saying? You either watched the Gold Roger thing happen or you didn't.
yes, sir. I love you.
Well, y'all, we answered our question. We answered their questions better than they did. So that's tough. They got off topic and just didn't
They got
answer the question.
completely off topic with that last question.
I don't know what was going on in their heads, but that was something.
Interesting.
That was something. So, yeah, that's our reaction. Ended up being more of an audio recording than a video, but that's just how life goes sometimes. Hope you still enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Give us a like if you want. Tune in for some other stuff that I'll be putting out. So, deuces.